It is 7:14 this Sunday morning, taking a live look at Brownville, Maine, where the deer are eating. Love that webcam. And you can see pretty sunrise coming up, but you know, it was a little bit painful, Tyler, I will say, to lose that hour of sleep last night. You might be waking up a little bit later this morning than you would. We did not get that option, and you chose to fill in today, so I'm assuming it's hurting a little bit.
They were like, oh, do you want to take the Sunday morning shift? I was like, oh yeah, quiet forecast, of course. Oh right, we get one less hour of sleep, that's all, you know? I was just thinking the deer don't even have to deal with this. Like they're like blissfully unaware this morning. The rest of us are definitely more tired,
Yeah.
right? But it's still at least a nice start to the day. The sunrise out there gorgeous, an hour later than what we saw yesterday, of course, with those clocks moving ahead. And the sun set later on today will also be about an hour later, right around 6:45 here in the Portland area. Of course, a welcome trade-off, I think, long term, right? We do like having more of that daylight at the end of the day. At least I do. I think a lot of folks would probably agree with that. Let's take a live look at current conditions out there this morning. A lot of folks across the state waking up to a little bit of fresh snow, a little bit along the coast, certainly more as you head inland into interior sections, a half foot up to close to a foot in some of those areas. Look at this webcam out of Portland right now. That sun coming up right over the clouds there. That is gorgeous. 21 degrees. The temperature and the winds, maybe not so gorgeous. Wind out of the west about 14 miles an hour, so it feels like it is in the single digits to start your Sunday. Current temperatures across the rest of the area, 20, a very popular reading on the map this morning, at least across southern and central Maine. We've got teens off to the north, much of the same as you head back into eastern parts of the state. Aroostook County, we're in the teens, 20s as you head down toward the coastline there in down east sections. But again, I would take about 10 to 15 degrees, if not more, off of those temperatures, those air readings, with the winds factored in, those wind chills in the single digits and teens across most of the area right now. Satellite radar shows our system from yesterday on out to sea. It is pulling the clouds with it. Those westerly winds, of course, filtering out the clouds as well. With that, we have sunshine, but a brisk day on the way. A bit of a winter bite for the second half of your weekend. Winds out of the west, about 20 to 25 miles an hour with higher gusts. These are your high temperatures, 20s to low 30s. Maybe some mid-30s right along the coastline there. Again, I mentioned the wind gusts. I think that'll be the main story today, certainly impacting the forecast more so than anything else. This morning in the 20s and 30s, about 25 to 35 miles an hour. Gusts up to 40, 45 can't be ruled out, especially earlier on in the day. As we head through the later afternoon and into the evening, I do think that the winds will start to back off at this point as that system clears out even further. But nonetheless going to add just a little bit of an added chill after some pretty mild temperatures the past couple of days. Hour by hour forecast as we go through the day today. Again, you'll see that sunshine, just a few clouds mixed in, especially across northern areas. The clouds do fill back in a bit more as we head toward the overnight. We'll call it a mix of clouds and clear skies. Temperatures falling back into the 20s across most of the area. Now as we head toward Monday, much of the same, a bit more cloud cover to start the day, maybe a passing flurry across northern sections. Otherwise, quite a bit of sunshine again. Temperatures a bit warmer, upper 30s to low to mid 40s, and the winds will back off as well, so it will feel a little bit closer to average, certainly not as winter-like. Your marine forecast, seas are still cranking out there today, 4 to 8 foot seas. Winds again out of the northwest about 25 to 35 knots. Higher gusts certainly, especially this morning. There's a gale warning in effect until this evening. Your 7-day forecast shows a pretty quiet pattern as we go through the next couple of days here. I think our next chance for any rain or snow is the chance for some showers as we head overnight Tuesday into Wednesday. But look at those temperatures, 40s for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then up into the 50s just in time for St. Patrick's Day on Thursday. Much of the same for your Friday as well. Also a chance for some light rain with the system. Not a big system, but nonetheless possible system as we head toward next Saturday. But again, generally speaking, more mild conditions, closer to average, above average. We just have to get through the cold and the wind today, and then we'll be more toward those spring-like conditions as we head toward the rest of the week.
Yeah, next week looks pretty nice. I mean, great timing too for the holidays, so look forward to that.